Hey guys, what is going on? This is Wrestlelamia, back with another episode. Join us now as Wrestlelamia looks at the wildest wrestling news, stories, and rumors you need to know, including Bryan Danielson injured again, is Ken Shamrock returning to WWE, Sting rejects Tony Khan's request, Brock Lesnar's daughter's huge athletic achievement, and more. Bryan Danielson suffers another injury. Topping today's news is a report that AEW star Bryan Danielson has suffered another injury. A fan attending a taping of AEW Collision in Montreal tweeted video of the American Dragon suffering what appears to be an eye injury. Bryan Danielson injured his eyes in Montreal. He was bleeding. Comicbook.com's Nick Valdez reports, according to fans who attended the AEW Collision taping, Danielson seemed to have suffered another injury to his eye, as El Idolo seemed to be poking them to the point where Danielson was seen bleeding soon after. Danielson has been plagued by injuries throughout his AEW career, returning from one injury only to suffer a new one. There's no word on the extent of this injury, but Wrestlelamia will continue following this story and sends its best to Danielson for a speedy recovery. Is Ken Shamrock returning to WWE? Good news for Ken Shamrock fans, as WWE recently released new merchandise for the world's most dangerous man, a situation that has led to speculation that the UFC Hall of Famer has signed a contract with WWE. Whether it's something such as a Legends deal or a deal for him to compete remains to be seen, but the news has Shamrock fans excited. The situation also has fans speculating that this could lead to a much-deserved induction into the WWE Hall of Fame in 2024, although as we'll see later, not everyone is gung-ho about an induction. Randy Orton talks becoming a 17-time world champion. Does Randy Orton want a record run as world champion? Orton, who currently has 14 world titles to his credit, recently spoke with Logan Paul about breaking the WWE record held by Ric Flair and John Cena for 16 world championships. The Viper appeared on Paul's Impulsive podcast and was asked whether he has any interest in tying or breaking Cena and Flair's record. Oh, of course. I want to do everything I can. Longevity is always the number one goal for me, and being able to go home and play with my kids and not be in pain. That'd be the ultimate goal, but as many accomplishments as I can accomplish in WWE, the more the better. For some fans, it may seem surprising that Randy Orton isn't already a 16-time world champion. Orton has said that he would like to continue wrestling for as long as his body holds up. It's difficult to make any prediction on Orton's longevity, especially when you consider the rumors that his doctor advised him not to return to the ring. However, if he can stay active for 2 or 3 years, 2 more title wins is not out of the question, despite WWE's tendency for longer world title reigns. Randy Orton talks how WWE is more family-friendly. Orton's interview also included a discussion of Randy's troubled past and how he was able to get his act together with the help from Triple H and Shawn Michaels. The Viper discussed how the WWE has become a better environment for wrestlers with families, and that he believes Triple H's recent health scare played a big role in this. I think he realizes how important family time is, and that's one thing that has changed. Back in the day, you were missing birthdays, you were missing anniversaries, and you were missing holidays. There was really no either way about it, and you weren't going to ask for time off. Orton added, now there's leniency there. Now he'll make sure that you can get home for the birth of your baby, or he'll make sure that you can get home for that birthday because he understands now how important it is. I think company-wide, that's been a change for the better. Do you think the WWE has improved work conditions for its superstars compared to the past? Is morale low in AEW? Are poor ticket sales affecting AEW's wrestlers and executives? That seems to be the case, based on a recent Wrestling Observer Radio report from Dave Meltzer. They're grossing a lot of money. It's interesting because today I've gotten so much feedback from people in and around AEW, and it's a lot of negativity right now, and I think some of that stems from the show Saturday night. Obviously, it was a very poor crowd. Meltzer noted that while AEW has had some successes in 2023, its poor ticket sales and poor ratings have lowered morale in AEW. For more about this story, check out our website. Sting rejects Tony Khan's offer. What offer from AEW president Tony Khan did Sting turn down? Khan recently spoke with the New York Post's Joseph Staszewski about the request the Stinger turned down. I wanted to know if Sting believed he could participate next year, and I knew he felt like he might not have another year left in him when we were at Wembley this year, but he was still feeling very good, and he wants to stay feeling very good through his retirement. The idea of Sting retiring at the 2024 All-In would give Sting a grand finale for his career, as well as provide a major incentive for fans to attend the Wembley Stadium show. Khan explained, Sting told me as we approached this ticket on sale that he did not believe he could make it another year in wrestling and have the best chance for a happy and healthy retirement. Sting is now booked to wrestle his retirement tournament match at 2024's Revolution pay-per-view, and it's good to see the Stinger is taking his health into account when it comes to working his final match. WWE scaling back house shows? Potential bad news for fans who like to attend house shows, as TKO Holdings COO Mark Shapiro recently discussed the WWE possibly scaling back its house show business. Shapiro discussed the pros and cons of running them, noting, "Well, there's a reason to have them because it's good for the brand. We're building an audience. We're putting them on in C and D countries, so we're really stretching the brand, and we're amassing a greater array of eyeballs from all demos, so it's good for our long-term growth." There are other benefits for house shows, including giving wrestlers a chance to hone their skills in front of a live audience, sell more merchandise, and potentially eating into the ticket sales of rival promotions. However, Shapiro noted the downside: through a margin perspective, they're dilutive. So there's probably an opportunity as we go through our efficiencies and our synergy opportunities to cut back on some of those non-televised events, which will push our margin up, so we're going through that exercise now. The WWE is currently enjoying strong ticket sales for TV tapings and PLEs, with sellouts or near sellouts becoming common. Shapiro's comments on scaling back house shows is ironic, as the WWE was looking at scaling back or even eliminating house shows prior to the pandemic due to poor ticket sales. Do you think the WWE should reduce its house shows? WWE announces the end of its home video line. It's the end of an era, as the WWE has announced its upcoming 2-disc Crown Jewel home video release will be the last release in the UK. While the statement was ambiguous about whether the WWE would end its home video releases in North America, House of Wrestling posted an update. The home video business has long been in decline, and it will no longer be a place where the company dedicates time and resources. The WWE entered the home video business back in the 1980s when it released its Coliseum video collection of wrestling videos, many of which can be watched on Peacock. Are you sad to see the end of the WWE's home video releases? Chris Jericho doesn't want to go into the WWE Hall of Fame. Don't expect Chris Jericho to attend any WWE Hall of Fame induction. The veteran wrestler recently spoke with Chris Van Vliet about the WWE Hall of Fame, dismissing the whole concept. "I don't really understand the point of a Hall of Fame. If you think I'm in it, that's great. There's no real Hall of Fame. It's all kind of in WWE's mind, in their chambers of the mind. And I mean, it doesn't really matter if I'm in it or not. You go up there and you give some approved speech where you have 5 minutes to fucking encapsulate 33 years. Le Champion wasn't finished with his take on the WWE's Hall of Fame, as he added, "Because I was at the Hall of Fames when you had Hillbilly Jim talking for 45 minutes, fucking hell, dude. You're on a Saturday night's main event once, you don't have a lot to say. Nothing against Hillbilly Jim. Yeah, he's a cool guy, and he deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. And then you take the frickin' Undertaker, and he gets 15 minutes. Chris noted he has nothing against the wrestlers in the Hall of Fame, but it's not his thing. I'm not interested in that at this point. And like I said, it's not a disrespectful thing, it's just like, I don't really see the benefits of it. And I kinda like doing the opposite things." Jericho isn't the first person to criticize the WWE Hall of Fame, but are his criticisms valid? Do you think he'll change his mind if asked? JoJo Offerman shares sad story on Instagram. Bray Wyatt's sudden passing is still being felt, especially by his fiancée JoJo Offerman, who recently revealed some heartbreaking news via Instagram. "Tomorrow would have been our wedding. I'm every bit broken and lost without you, Wyndham. The kids and I really miss you. We wish you were here. I love you forever." Brock Lesnar's daughter sets new record. Last but not least, congratulations to Brock Lesnar's daughter Maya for setting a new indoor shot put record for Colorado State University. TJR Wrestling's Lyle Kilbane noted the significance of Maya's accomplishment. Maya Lesnar recently broke the Colorado State University indoor shot put record with a throw of 18.50 meters. For context, the current women's world record for indoor shot put is 22.50 meters and was set in 1977 by Czech athlete Helena Fibengorova. The 18.50 meter throw would have been enough for Lesnar to have claimed 4th place in the World Indoor Championships in 2016. It's unknown what Maya's future goals are in regard to athletics, but it appears she has a bright future. Well guys, there you have it, the wildest news, stories, and rumors you need to know. Leave your comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and I'll see you next time for some more wrestling content.